This is a story, and it's true. Back in the West Side days, nothing scared me. People always call it the ghetto. People always say it's the hood. But it was mi barrio. It was my hood. I was never scared of the crime. I was never scared of the homeless. Back in the day, it was great. You can walk around the neighborhood, have fun with your friends, play outside. But that never scared me. Except for one thing scared me. My house when I was a child. This is a story I like to call the Haunted Barrio Chronicles. Before everything was made, social media, YouTube, TikTok, I was an outdoor child. I would play, I would have fun, be a kid. Everything was cool. Except I've always used to hate going inside my house. Mind you, it was the house. I loved it. I get to watch TV, get to play my Nintendo, get to play my Super Nintendo, my Sega Genesis, everything. Every time I would walk in the hallway, I would always be scared. Mind you, my mother showed me all these awesome movies back in the day. The Gate, Cemetery Man, Return of the Living Dead. I thought it was all in my head because after watching these movies, but it turned out they were real. My mother used to love watching Night Gallery, Twilight Zone, the old school horror movie shows she used to love watching. I would always freak out every time in the hallway. I would always walk inside, and I looked to my left. I would feel like these sculptures were staring at me. The wall art was staring at me. It was all in my head, Stephen. All in my head. So one day I turned around. I saw this huge shadow person right beside me on the wall. I yelled for my mom. "What's the matter, mijo?" "Mom, look." "Ay, mijo, it's just a dog tail. You're losing your mind. It's okay." "Mom, for real, it was right there." No, go play." "All right, Mom, you're fine. You're right. That same day, I went to bed. Now, mind you, these are all different times whenever this would happen back at the house. But one night, I'll never forget, I was sleeping. I woke up to a noise. I look outside. I thought it was my dumb cats. I look outside. I see two red eyes staring at me. I screamed so loud for my mom. She looked at me. "What's the matter?" "Mom, look outside." "Mijo, those are just brake lights." "Mom, no, it's right there. That's just brake lights. You're go back to sleep." "Okay, Mom." I fell back to sleep. Woke up again. I thought it was my cats again. I did not look at that window. I looked around. I saw small shadow people walking against the wall. I covered my face with a blanket. I cried myself to sleep. I thought it was my cats. It was not my cats. I literally cried myself to sleep. Till this day, that always will haunt me as I am an adult right now. Every time I would walk into the garage, I feel something was near me. Something was behind me. Nothing was there. I would tell my mom, "I don't want to go in the garage, Mom. Go in the garage and just get something." Sure, I used to hate roaches. I used to hate spiders. We all hate bugs. But there was something inside there. I just didn't want to go in there. Years later, it turned out to be my older brother's room. We'd be in there jamming out to metal, Iron Maiden, the good days. Playing Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Then one day I felt someone pull my shoulder. I thought it was my brother. I was like, cut it out, dude. Nobody was there. I turned to look. No dogs, no cats. I just shrugged it off. Till this day, ever since I moved out of that house, I would feel something was following me. I would always have sleep paralysis every night. I felt somebody near my bed. Moving from the west side to the south side of San Antonio. Mind you, we live next to a... Now that will be a different story. But I felt somebody was always near me there. Sleep paralysis every day. From there, north side of San Antonio, the sleep paralysis went away. Until I moved out on my own, I would have sleep paralysis every night. Years later, when my mom passed away, God rest your soul, Mama. I love you and I miss you. I asked my brother and my sister recently, this year, hey, did y'all ever see weird things back at the old house? Yes. But y'all used to make fun of me about nothing was there. No, it was real. Turned out my mother used to practice brujeria when she was a teenager back in the day. She would have seances in the garage every night. I knew I was not losing my mind. I knew something was wrong. I knew it. Ever since then, whenever I would go near that house, I feel something still there. Yes, I would love to go inside the house one more time and do an investigation in there. But somebody else already lives there. So, mind you, I could knock on the door and say, hey, may I do some paranormal activity? Chale? Okay, I get it. No worries. All good. But till this day, I knew something was going on. My mother was practicing witchcraft. Sure, I went through my own phase. I did practice witchcraft. I did read a lot about vampirism, werewolves, everything. I guess you can say I used to be a goth kid. Still am in my heart. But ever since I found out the real truth of what my mom used to do back in the day, I knew it wasn't all in my head. I love you, Mom. I miss you. But I hope you don't mind I'm telling the story today. One day, I hope to go back to that house to do one investigation. One day, I hope. But ever since then, I have nothing haunting. No hauntings, no shadow people. But of course, I'll get into more stories later on down the line. I hope you enjoyed my story. Thank you for listening. This was Haunted Vadio Chronicles.